During uncertain times, chefs who have always wanted to start and run their own business are asking 3 questions. First, is it possible to run a business? Second, is it possible for me to run and operate my own business? And third, is it possible now? And my answer is yes, yes, and yes. And here are 5 things for chefs that are certain during uncertain times to prove that this is true. During uncertain times, outcomes can be described in verbs. Now, a recent study of the most brilliant and disastrous business decisions of the last decade was done, and it shows this. Here are the verbs that describe some of the most disastrous decisions businesses made in the last decade. This is like Uber that waited too long to address its company culture, and United Airlines that failed to address and take responsibility for the fact that they pulled an old man off of a plane. But the same goes true for the best decisions that were made in business over the last decade. This is like Microsoft that moved to cloud-based technology, and Netflix that moved from a DVD service to live streaming and producing their own things. But here's why it matters to you, chef, because success requires taking action. Number 2, reacting is not the same as responding. A vision without action is stagnation, but action without vision, that's just chaos. And we're all watching restaurants right now who are operating and pivoting on razor-thin margins. And if you're losing 10 cents on every burger that you're flipping, the answer is not to just make more burgers, right? And here's why that matters to you, chef. Reacting is not sustainable, and it's really costly, and it is up to you to get out there right now and start calling your own shots. Number 3 is that the impact of any crisis has a really long tail. And we're hearing a lot about a return to normal, but I gotta say, after the 2008 Great Recession, unemployment continued to rise until October of 2009 and didn't return to pre-recession levels until more than 8 years later. And here's why you should care about this, chef, because wishful thinking says, oh, this will all be over in a minute, but history is proving very differently. And it's up to you to get out there and craft for yourself a thoughtful, realistic, and long-term plan for your future. Number 4, new problems expose new opportunities. Now, Lyft and Airbnb didn't exist a few years ago, and now we can hardly imagine our lives without them. And that's because they solved a problem. And here's why you should care about that, chef. Times may be uncertain, but I'm crystal clear about these 4 things. First of all, food operations have changed. Second, people will always need to eat. Third, people will always enjoy and appreciate the flavors and the time and the convenience they experience when their food is prepared by a professional. And the last thing is that work as an independent chef is in high demand right now, and it is profitable work. And here's the 5th thing. It is always a good time, chef, to bet on yourself. And I'll tell you what, an average chef who is decisive and takes swift action will always win over a smarter, more talented chef who doesn't take any action. So when you ask, can it be done running a business? My answer is yes. It's not rocket science, and every day chefs are going out and calling their own shots and starting to run their own business. Can it be done by you? The answer is yes. You apply your rage to master in the kitchen to your business. And can it be done now? Absolutely. And in fact, now more than ever. So I invite you to come over to my website and check out some of the free resources that I have available. And I want to tell you that just because these times are uncertain, it doesn't mean that you need to be chef.